Hello everybody, it's me, Grimcad, and we are back! After a long time of hiatus, we are finally gotten a new computer. We had some issues with our last campaign, where unfortunately, I lost a lot of data on it. That's why that one kind of ends suddenly, and unfortunately without warning. I apologize. But we are back now, and we are going to do a new take on it. We're going to be doing almost the exact same thing. I do not have any mods installed this time, as I feel the mods were maybe a little bit overpowered, but we're going to create a new game. We're going to do a... oh gosh. What map did we do last time? I do not remember. But I think... ooh... let's do this. The Big Black Peaks. We're gonna call it Let's Play. I don't think I can do the... alright, we are going into the early ages. They are full of magic and civilization is at its beginning. At most places, iron has not yet been thought of. Well, okay, let's rearrange some words. And armors and weapons are made of wood, stone, and bronze. Mages are most powerful in this age, and then there is an abundance of magic resources. It is the time of legends. We are going to be, again, Niefelheim, the Sons of Winter. It's a frozen realm in the home of the Niefel Giants, descendants of the Rimtursar. Giants are immune to the cold and dislike the hot. Their mages are versatile and powerful sorcerers. And we're gonna add one more than what it says. And we are going to be... whoops. Nope. Nope. We are going to be random land nations. Because there were like 2 or 3 bits of water there, and we do not want anybody to get that bit of water. Niefelheim, the land of eternal frost, was once the home of the frost giants. Rimtursar, ancient giants who possessed godlike powers, were the undisputed rulers of the world. The giants of Jotunheim are the descendants of the Rimtursar. From the cold glaciers in Niefelheim, frost giants have emerged anew. These Niefel giants are not nearly as powerful as their ancestors, but they are stronger by far than the giants of later ages. Giants are immensely strong and resilient, but their size makes them easy targets. They are born in the cold and do not suffer from cold climates. Niefelheim is ruled by several jarls, who rarely join forces. Gyges, old and wicked hags, serve the Niefel giants with sorcerous advice. The people of Niefelheim prefer to live in very cold provinces. The icy winds of Niefelheim cause the cold climate to expand beyond the dominion of the Pretender God. They are cold resistant, they need lots of supplies, and they prefer cold scale +3. Military is the Niefel giants and giant infantry. Magic is water, blood, death, nature, astral, and air. Priests are average, and their dominion spreads cold. So sounds good. So we are going to do a very, very similar thing for our god as well. We're going to be picking the son of Fenrir. He's the offspring of one of the great adversaries. He is a huge and very powerful wolf. He's also most cunning and skilled in the paths of water and nature. He has inherited the foul temper of his father, and is prone to go berserk if anyone opposes him. The son of Fenrir is terrifying, and most mortals will run in fear when they see him. He is a combat god, with a fear of 10, which is a lot. So, we're going to be doing what I like to do on my basic setups. And we're going to be going all in making sure our province is strong. So we're jacking up our dominion all the way to 10. We're jacking up order to 3. productivity to 3, and I found with the giants that this is definitely a must-do. If you do not jack up your productivity, you won't have enough resources for anything. Of course, we want our heat on cold 3. We want our growth to be 3. And then to balance it out, we're putting our misfortune at 3 and our magic drain at 3. We're going to be bumping up water and nature up to 3. And our god is going to be starting awake, because he is going to be doing a lot of stuff in the beginning, because I find that it takes the giants a little bit of time to really ramp up. They can be super strong, but you know, it takes a little bit of time to get them there. And we're not going to name them. We'll let the computer do this. Girod. Yeah, sure. Girod. Girod? Whatever. I'll probably use both, all, and everything. Let's see. We are going to... We're going to play around with the points a little bit. We're going to up our thrones, because I always like playing with the thrones. And we're going to up the thrones a lot. That's fine. Is that fine? That's fine. And we'll just see what happens from there. Yes, we do want renaming. We'll see what happens because of that. And then I think we're very good. So let's go ahead. In the beginning, there was chaos. Out of chaos rose worlds populated with multitudes of beings. Wars were fought, kings and emperors rose and fell, and civilizations were built and crumbled as millennia passed. Gods, dark and strange, were worshipped in pagan temples. Still, there was chaos. The gods fought amongst themselves, bringing even greater ruin to those who would serve them. At last there was one, a being of great power and enlightenment, who rose above his immortal peers and cast them out of the heavens into oblivion. From chaos came order, and with order came peace, and the creatures of the worlds flourished. The age of chaos had ended. Now the wheel turns once again. The supreme god has suddenly disappeared. Prayers are left unanswered, and the smoke of offerings rises in vain to the heavens. No one knows why he disappeared, but it is certain that some people of the world are once again left without direction, without guiding principle, without order. Now it is time for the beings of great power and ambition to try their strength. The throne of heaven stands empty, and only the strongest can rise to supremacy over all. Only the most powerful can ascend to take the place of he who came before. This is a time of great strife and suffering. This is a time of magic unequaled. This is the Ascension Wars. Alright. Excuse me. So as we can see, we start in a forest that have good resources, but it hinders movement. That suits me just fine, so we're getting 160 in resources, which is a teeny bit more than average. From Niefelheim, the mountain, we get 4 water gems and 2 death gems. We have our god, we have our first commander, who is Harvikel, the Jotun Hearse. They're pretty strong. First thing we're going to do, try to hire some mercenaries. We are going to be having tons of money to play with. So, you know, we're not going to be afraid to bid what we have. That's pretty much everything that we have. We're not going to bid that much. That's silly. Reset higher. We will go a bit higher there. We'll go to 305. And hopefully we will get them. We will see. We're going to start our research. We do want alteration, I believe. I never remember. We do not want alteration. We want enchantment? Enchantment. Because we want our god to get personal regeneration. That's going to help things out tremendously. Let's take a little scout around. Okay. The map is a teeny bit confusing looking because it's sort of open without a ton of landmarks. We'll go by this mountain ridge, I suppose. Let's see. Thrones here, 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 and here. We'll probably first go for this throne on this sort of city tile. Low resources, maybe not. High resources? Excellent resources. We'll first go right there. Try to bump up our resources immediately. Let's get to recruiting. And we are going to start... We don't have a ton of resources to play with. So we won't be going for the biggins. There are only 5 resources, but 80 gold. Can't quite afford them just yet. So we'll get some... We'll get a couple spearmen. It's still 3. We'll go ahead and get the whatchamacallits with the javelins. And we will send a Gerard. It's gonna be a Gerard. It might change, but again, we'll see. Off to battle. And is there anything else we're forgetting? I don't think so. We're gonna send Guthorm to scout out, because we want to see what's in this right here. And we'll end the term and hope that our god doesn't die. There's a battle in the Kavik Highlands. Let us view this battle. And watch our... Ooh, our god only brought a couple of wolves along with him. See, he's got a special thing where he comes with 1d6 Jotun wolves at his side. Let's see what his title is. Gerard, the beginning and the end, the Most High, Master of Insects, Lord of Fishermen. Okay, that's a strange one. No matter. And let's take a look at these wolves. High hit points. They start with 30 or so. There's a bit of base protection there. But good strength, good attack skill. They do tons of damage to the hits, and they are berserkers, of course. And they have caused them to flee. Very nice. And of course, most of that is probably due to our god's 10 fear. So that's great. Let's take a look at who we have with us. Not our nation overview, but let's see, the thrones. We have the throne of bureaucracy, sorcery, shattered throne, death, zeal, fire, spring, and the brass throne. We don't want to hit the score graphs. Isn't there some way to see what all the other people are? There might be, but I forget. Ooh! Okay, in Gemmer, we will not be taking them over just yet. I was hoping this would be a small one, and we could go ahead and send Girard in to take it, but that is certainly not happening. Not today, anyways. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we will fortify here up to 15 in order to get a patrol going, and we will go to... we will start clearing out things all around here in order to make our capital stronger. We will send him there. There's only 10 units right there. Alright. Let's see what Sir Guyfrey, the captain. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Brings with him. It's just simply a bunch of swordsmen. Alright, no problem. And we are sending him... Yep. We are sending him to attack. And we are going to... The difference between them, scale mail, iron cap, shield, ring mail. Yep. We're going to start getting the good stuff. All the gold I have for. Sure, that looks pretty good. These are pretty nice. These Jotun skin shifters. Very nice stats around the board. They have regeneration. Their protection is low. They have regeneration, and when they are attacked, they shapeshift into like a werewolf type dealio. And so they're pretty nice. They also go berserk, I believe. And of course, the herdmans are just fantastic troops. 33 hit points, 16 protection, 13 morale, magic resistance is high. Of course, their strength is amazing, but attack skill and defense is pretty good too. And with the longsword. And of course, the slightly lesser? Yes, with just 15. But arguably a stronger weapon in the spear. But we're still going with the swordsman. We will pop them in there. And with 13, we will likely suffer a defeat, but we're going to go ahead on in anyway. And we're going to simply put it on a flank of their commander. And have them charge in as well, and we'll see what happens. Or maybe these ones are the just shape-shifting ones, the casters. I do not exactly remember. They get a pretty interesting balance of things. And they have a supply bonus. Okay. Let's real briefly look over the troops as well. We have the base militia, excuse me. Pretty good stats, all except for the attack and defense. They have pretty good equipment for being cheap troops as well. So that's not too bad. They come in 3 varieties. Well, I suppose these are spearmen with different weapons, and some of them have the javelins. They have a hurler, which is a powerful but extremely short-ranged missile attack where they hurl a boulder at their enemies, and not bad. These are all, you know, basically the same things, and then we get the 2 at the end. We have the Niefelheim giants, which are sacred, susceptible to fire, cold resistant. They have a chill aura. They have cold power 1, so they get a bit stronger in cold. And they have a bit more protection in cold, which our Dominion spreads naturally. 66 hit points, 15 protection, 15 magic resistance, 14 morale, 23 strength, 12 attack, 13 defense, 11 precision. Which I don't think precision actually does anything in a basic troop, but, you know, there it is. But they cost an awful lot. Alright, I think this is good for now. Let's end the turn and hope we win. In the battle with our troops. Where is this? Oh, right. Excuse me. These are our mercenaries against mounted cavalry. They're armed with shields, so it should be fine, I think. They're very good. Routed with very minor losses. 0 losses. Now let's take a look at our troops against a pretty big thing. But you know what? When a javelin kills... But my giants are fairly outnumbered. Oh, good, they've ran. Very good, very good. We lost 2 spears. 2 spearmen. Okay, and we are going to increase to 15. Increase to 15. Oh, he has become heroic. He has heroic stupidity. Increased morale, magic resistance, and attack skill at the cost of leadership and magic skills. You know, that's a pretty good one for mercenary captain, because I don't really care about their leadership. Gosh, that is a lot of morale. Magic resistance and attack skill. Good times. And let's look at Harkvel. He has heroic strength. So... okay, +2 strength. Kind of a wasted one, because his strength is already... oh dear, I forgot to actually take this place over. How do I forget. Oh gosh, it's been a while since I've played. I don't remember how to just attack it. Very well. We'll just move him on back. And we're also going to start recruiting casters. Gosh, that is painful. No matter, I should be getting stuff soon. Alright, over here there are 50 enemy units, which are light cavalries, cataphracts, and light infantry light cavalry. So that's one that we could pretty easily take over. We are not getting as many resources nor as much gold in this place I would have hoped because of the mountains, and so we're only gathering tribute, let's say, from these couple places, but no matter. Alright, Harkvel. Do me proud. Battle in the Deadlands. This is our god? Sure is. Oh, good. He brought a bunch of people with us against these woodsmen. I don't think things will end very well. Our god doesn't want to get in there, he looks like. It's casting Freezing Touch? That is not where you're going to be excelling there, buddy. Once we get some spells, we might have to set that up a bit ourselves. Alright, now this is the one we might actually lose against the deer tribe. Bloop. Of course, I'm not very afraid of their... You know, I'm not super afraid of them, but if I lose one or two, we might start routing. Alright, let's speed it up. And we did lose one, and we are starting to rout. Luckily, it looks like their archers are taking their troops out. As long as we can get into the archers. Oh my gosh, we routed at the end. Oh, that's a shame. Oh well. I half expected it to happen. Our god has more experience now, so that's a good thing. Sir Guifrey will come in. Harkvel, come on back. Our god, come on back and actually attack this time. Let us see about getting him 4. A bit more of an army. Because our numbers are still pretty important there. Man, what is this here? I keep on seeing it. There's, let's see, Springhawks, Cavalry, Icarids and Griffins, Zeus the Titan of Heaven. I just don't know which one that could be. And then after we take this up, we're going to start heading towards this throne of power in Tyrrhena. Tyrannia. Whatever. Let's see. Alright, good to go. Ochre Jab. What? We lost one guy and then ran? We lost the... Oh my goodness. And then we're overrun. Well, they were mercenaries, so, you know. Whatever. Alright, go crush them. Again, that freezing touch. Probably not what you want. He is trapped by vines, it looks like. No, okay, he broke free. Well, at least our god is kicking ass. We are not going to be going and fighting in the arena. It would set us back just a bit too much. Where's all our money gone? Ah, right. I've got that on repeat. Okay, he's working on researching, and he is researching enchantment. Very good. Oh, scroll all the way down. Let us move our god over here. The mercenary captain is gone, of course. Let's set up our army. Them in front, them slightly behind, and we'll get a few more base, and then after we get our army, we will attack. Who won the death match? The Archbishop of the Sacred Shroud. Ooh, Python. Ugh, Hermor. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. And now that we're getting actual money, we'll start getting the Niefelheim giants mixed with one or two of these other sacred ones. Because, man, they're just so strong. You'll see. We'll have our god wait a moment for the rest of the force to catch up. We will increase the defense to 15. Make sure we're at 15 pretty much everywhere else. We're at 20 here. Huh. Alright, fair enough. We got a little bit of dominion pretty much everywhere. It's not spreading quite as quickly as I hoped. Pretty soon I'm gonna start getting out priests and building temples, though. Searching for magical sites, that kind of thing. But not quite yet. Ooh, tax minus 100, not great. Income minus 10, not great. But there's gonna be a lot of bad things. Because, frankly, we have terrible luck. Both researching, very nice. Now we're up to 24 or so a turn. And let's watch this big old battle. Against not many. They do have some heavy cavalry. Oh no, those are cataphracts. Oh, okay. I believe they're a bit stronger than heavy cavalry. And they do, man, really tear up our front lines, but as our Jotun wolves swing in from the sides. Yep. They start to flee. And our god just rushes ahead. And now is Berserk. So no more of those silly spell castings. He'll be doing what he's good for instead. And they are routed. We lost 2 of the herdmen. Well, that's a shame. Alright. Up to 15 in our defense. It is the Throne of Spring. We get growth +1. Alright, and we will capture that with our god. Ooh, and we're starting to encounter some enemy dominion. Priests, what did it say I can get? Mage of Spring. I'll likely need a mage over there in order to do that, though. Okay. Try to get a better balance as well. Have we still haven't gotten our research? Nope, not quite. The Throne of Spring. Can we instantly recruit? No, we need to have a tower here. Let's see. Supply bonus 10. 11 research. Of course, there'll be drain on that, so it won't quite be 11. A lot of drain, actually. A drain of 3, but they are shock resistance. But they are much cheaper than my casters. So, with 26 in the treasury, there is no so. And my alarm's gone off. So, we're going to be calling the episode right here. I hope you have enjoyed this one so far. If you have any advice for me, please advise away. Although I've put a fair amount of time into this game, I feel as if I'm still a fairly weak player. And I'd like ways to get better. And for my playstyle, of course, don't be offended if, you know, I don't listen to you. Although I'll try to take everything into account. Also, if you would like someone named after you, I have enabled that, so let me know in the comments if you want a commander or a mage. Chances are there's going to be a lot more mages than there are commanders, but you know, I don't have a very large subscriber base anyway. Please, if you like the video, and comment, even if you're just saying hi. With luck, knock on wood, things are much more stable, and we can come back to a more traditional video output and upload than normal. But thank you everybody for watching. I hope you have a great day, and peace out.